So let's imagine that you are doing a Google research. Who in this room would be too lazy to scroll all the way down to click on the 10th page of the Google results? You can simply raise your hand. Okay, good. A few ones, good. I think this is some pretty solid proof that SEO or search engine optimization actually really matters. So it's a good thing that you come here to this talk today. I am Noéline, I am a business analyst at Odoo, and today I will explain you how we can make sure that your Odoo website appears in the top results of Google. Of course, I'm talking about Google right now, but it can be other search engines. I think Google is maybe one of the most used ones. So whether you already have an Odoo website, or whether you are thinking of launching your first one, or whether you have another website on another platform and you're thinking of moving to Odoo, your goal is actually the same. You want your website to be found easily and to be on those top results. And of course, good news is that Odoo has the tools and settings to achieve this, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that today. But first, what does SEO mean exactly? So SEO means search engine optimization, but to be sure we are aligned, let's go on Google. I'll open a new Google page here, and I will, for example, search for running shoes. What do I see here on this page? You see here on top, my first pages, I see these words sponsored. I see here sponsored, I'm scrolling down here, Zalando sponsored as well. Those websites paid to be there. This is not what we are going to talk about today because this is SEA. This is not SEO, this is they paid to be there. But if we scroll a bit down, here you see those websites, we don't see the word sponsored, so those ones didn't pay to be there. It is the algorithm of Google that decides that those websites fit the most to my research, and that's why they put those websites first. And so this is all about what all SEO is about, how to convince those algorithms of Google that my website should appear there the first. Okay? Let's go back over here. So all those tools and settings that exist in Odoo to have the best SEO ranking as possible can be divided into actually three main pillars, and we're gonna take a look at all of them today. The first one is about the content of your page. This pillar is actually the most important one and is also the one that you as a user can have the most impact on. We'll have a look at the technical settings, at the linking as well, and then we'll talk about the redirections. All those tools and settings, we don't need to be super technical to do this, not at all. Let's focus today on the simplicity and the easy ones that you can do as a user of Odoo. So to go through all those pillars, let's imagine that you are Mary. Mary is working at the company called Soapy Smiles. Soapy Smiles is manufacturing and selling handmade and natural soap. Mary has already an Odoo website. She's selling her website, her soaps online on her e-commerce. And of course, yeah, as everyone, she wants that her website is easily found on Google, okay? So let's take a look at that first pillar, optimize your page and your content. For this, let's jump into the database of Mary. You recognize Odoo. This is her beautiful Odoo website. I'm here on my homepage. I have a bit of information here on my homepage, some information about my products, my workshops. The first thing I need to do to optimize the SEO ranking on my homepage is to go here on the top right, and I will click on Optimize SEO. This is a setting I need to do for every page, or at least the main pages of my website. Let's click on this, and what do I see here? We have now Odoo AI. Oh yeah, indeed, a traceback. This is happening sometimes. So the optimized SEO here, what do we have? We need to fill in the title and my description. We need to give to Google, okay, what is my home page about? What is my home, the main page? What is my information that I have on my page? The AI will fill in this information and give a good title of your on your homepage. You need to put a small description as well, because when you go on Google, this is what you will see. If I'm going back here to my running shoes page, you see here I have the title of my page and below a small description. This is what we need to give as inputs in Odoo to say, okay, if people find my page, this is what they will find. Something else that I have on this optimized SEO, I will actually show it quickly here, but Beatrice back is coming again. This is when we are working with AI in local database. I have also a content check of your keywords. It is important that Google knows what is on your website. If, for example, my website, I want my people, or you, if you are looking on Google for natural and handmade soap, it is important that those keywords appear on my page, of course, that Google understands that this page is about that. But there are several other things that are important. It is about your titles. For example, you see on this page here, I will open my website builder. I have here a title, which is this one. And you see it is a header 2. It is important to say that this main title is my header 1. It's my H1 title, as we say a bit in this world. So my H1 title, we need to have one H1 title per page. My H1 title needs to have the keywords of my website. Here, for example, my H1 is about handcrafted natural soap. I think it's a pretty good one because it's what my company is about. Okay. So make sure to have one H1 per title. And then, of course, you can do a clear structure. I have one H1, and then, for example, this one, I can say, okay, I will call it my H2, which is my subtitle, and to have a logic structure on your website. Okay? Second thing that is important, I will save this. Okay, I have my H1, my H2. Another topic that is important for SEO is your images. It can also bring some more traffic on your website. If your images are well referenced, people will find your images on Google Image and it will bring more traffic to your website. For the moment, the algorithm of Google cannot yet understand what is on your image. So it is important when you go here in the website builder to click on your image and to put here a small description. Can you see it here on the right? I have a description. I need to describe what I can see on my picture. No need to use a full sentence. It can be just keywords. For example, here I can just write down feet soap bar, for example. I'm putting here a description. Make sure to do that for every picture that you have. If you are using the pictures that are coming from the Odoo library, Unsplash, which is our images that are free and free to use, there is already this description on it, which can save a bit of time. Another thing that is important on your images is the size of it. Of course, you can imagine Google doesn't want to send the users of Google on a website where the images are super slow to download. They want to send its user to website with easy website where all the images are coming directly. That's why the format of your image is important. When you download an image in Odoo, it will directly be converted into the WebP format. It's a specific format that is compressing the images. You can see here on this here, I'm clicking again on this image. And you see here my format is here WebP. It's maybe a bit small here, WebP. Below, I can still use my original one, which would be JPEG. But if I do that, so maybe here, WebP, you see the size is 11.7 kilobytes of my image. If I'm putting back my original, it's 131 kilobytes. So important to keep that format in WebP to have fast loading images. Okay? So your images also play an important role for your SEO ranking. Second thing about your SEO, of course, is your content. It's important to have content on your website that is specific to your company. We can, of course, use the AI now to generate some content. Let's go, for example, a place where it's really good to add some content is on the categories of your product. Let's go to my shop here. And you see I have two categories, one for kids, one for hair. Let's go on the shampoo for the hair. I can add here a description of all the products that are in this category. Let's open my builder. And over here, I will do a slash and then AI. I will use AI to generate some content. I will ask AI, generate a short text about shampoo that is natural and handmade. Okay, I can easily use this one and it appears on my website like this. So by doing that, I can have some more content, which is good for SEO. Still, be careful. AI is really good. It can save your time. But the more your content is specific, the better for SEO. So what I always advise is maybe before, like I did right now, just ask AI to generate a text. Give AI a bit of context about your company. If you even have a presentation about your company, a PDF document that is explaining a bit your company culture, what you are doing, the text that AI will generate will be more precise and more specific to your company. This is something that the algorithm of search engines really appreciates, and it will help to push your website on the first results. Okay? So make sure to have some description. Your pictures and your H1 title are important to have a clear structure of your website. Let's go back here. This one is an important slide. If you need to remember something today, you can have this one. So how to make sure your content is optimized for SEO. Add a title and a description for every page. With that menu, optimize SEO page. Make sure to have one and only one H1 title per page. Select relevant keywords. Make sure you describe every picture. Also have one page per topic and relevant and specific content on your pages. There was still one thing I want to show you here. I'm going back on my homepage. You see here below, for example, I'm scrolling down. I'm talking here about some workshops that I'm organizing in my company. But actually, it would be better to have one page specifically about the workshop. To have one page on one topic on each page is something good. Maybe you have seen in the previous talk how to add a new page on your website. It's here on the top right. You can click on New. Let's add a new page. Here for my services. I'm giving some workshops, so maybe I can take a template already proposed by Odoo. Let's take that one. I will call it workshops. Oh, typo here. Workshop, add to menu, and I will create a new page. I can then further customize it with Website Builder. It's not the topic of my talk right now. But so just, it's important to have like one page per topic. Okay? So this was it about the first pillar, how to optimize your page and your content of your website to have the best SEO ranking as possible. Let's go now to the second pillar, technical feature. And good news here, you don't need to do a lot because it's Odoo that is managing it for you. Maybe you have seen the developers walking around today. They are the one that actually very often on a daily basis make sure that all the background of your Odoo website has the good requirements for all those algorithms of search engines. So you can rely on Odoo for that. Still, I want to talk about one, which is responsiveness. So what does it mean? It means that, so what is responsiveness about? Is the fact that when you open your website on a smartphone, on an iPhone 18, 16, mini, maxi, whatever, your website still needs to look beautiful. The majority of people are now on their phone. Your website still needs to look beautiful on a phone. Odoo is converting automatically your website that you're creating on your computer into a beautiful website on your on a smartphone. I will show it to you in the database. So here, this is my home page. If I'm the top corner here, you see I have my mobile preview. I can see, okay, how would my website look like if I am on a mobile? Let's go here. You see Odoo is resizing almost everything already for you. I have all my blocks that are over here. It is all good. Still, you can still make some changes if you want to. For example, if I say, you know what? This block over here, it's not perfect. No need to have it on a mobile preview. I can just select my whole block. And here on the right, you see I have visibility. I can say that this block, I don't want it to be visible online. So here I will just put it like this, and then I will save. And if now I'm checking back my mobile preview, you see that I don't see this block anymore. So you still have a bit of power to make some changes, but Odoo is converting every page of your website into a nice one for mobile preview. Okay. Again, this is also an important topic. As you may imagine, Google wants to send its users again to websites that are looking beautiful and nice also on a tablet or on a smartphone, so it's an important topic, but you don't need to do a lot for that. And then we arrive here at the third part. It's about linking. There are two types of links that you can have on your Odoo website. The first type are internal links. It is important that people that are visiting your website can easily go to other pages of your website. It is also something that those algorithms are scanning and are watching and are checking how can I go to all the pages on my website. So internal links are important. Let's go back to my website here. You see here I have a little block with my 3 different categories. I will add a new button here. How do I do that? I click on edit, slash, again the slash command for to do an action. I will add a new button and I will say I want this button to redirect the people to the category of with all my products for babies. So here it was for kids. I think it was called kids, yes. And my button will be kids. I can apply. I will save. And right now, if I'm clicking on kids, I'm redirecting to my product category for my kids, okay? So those types of internal links are important. Try to add some buttons so that people can easily navigate on your website. The other type of links are called backlinks. What is this? This is when a website that is kind of famous or that has more traffic than your website is redirecting to your website. Let's imagine the New York Times is doing an article about the coolest startup of 2025 and Soapy Smiles appear in it. It will have a positive impact on your SEO if the New York Times is putting in its article a link to your website. Now, here is an example of New York Times, but it shouldn't be that big. Already have a website that has a bit more traffic than yours, will already have a positive impact on your SEO. So don't hesitate to try to have some newspaper or local famous website that are redirecting to your own website. That also is a positive impact for your SEO. So this was the third one about linking. So we got to the 3 main pillars. There is still actually one very important topic. It's about redirections. And this is for people only that want to migrate their website. So if you already had a website on another platform and that you want to go to Odoo to change the platform of your website. So here let's take a look at this example. Soapy Smiles was before on the platform Shopify and their homepage was called soapysmiles.com/whoweare. As I'm not working on Shopify anymore because Odoo is so great, I cancelled my Shopify subscription. But it's possible that Google takes a bit of time to understand that my Shopify website is down. So it would be still possible that this Shopify website appears in the first SEO results. But then what will happen? People will click on this website link and they will arrive on an error page. This is something that is not so good for your company. So how can we avoid this? Is to make redirection. We are going to say in Odoo, and I will show you right now, that if people click on the /whoweare, there will be redirected to their Odoo link that is /about-us, okay? The website domain name, you will for sure transfer it. You will link it on your Odoo database, but those redirection we need to do this. So let's go back to my database. Let's go here to configuration and then here redirects. Okay, I will create my redirections. Let's create one here. You see I don't have any for the moment. I will click on new. I can just give it a name about, like for example, about us. It's a redirection of my homepage. I have here an URL so it was before it was whoweare. No need to put the full domain name because the link of your domain name, you're already doing it in Odoo in the backend. There is some documentation how you can do this domain link. But now we need to say before it was whoweare and now it is about us. It is not a temporary move because you are going for eternity to Odoo. And here we can, here it's a permanent move and I can save this. Just by doing this, I'm not losing my traffic ahead of my previous pages. And the people will just be redirected to my new Odoo page. You need to do this for all your pages, or again, the most pages as possible, or possible, like maybe also the products that are your best sellers. You need to do this for those pages. But we can do this with an import, of course. We can prepare an Excel and import this so that it's not taking too much time. Okay? Redirection is something really crucial for people that are moving a website from another platform to Odoo. if you are doing this, then you're really good to go, and your SEO will be really better than if you don't do this. Okay? Good. So, to conclude, for the SEO, Odoo got you covered. There are 3 types of settings and configuration that we can do. The first one is about the content. Work on your content work on the content of your website. Have specific content. Don't worry about the technical side. Odoo is doing this for you. Try to have as much links as possible, internal and backlinks. And if you are migrating, do redirection. Please do it. It will for sure help your website to be easily found on Google. If you don't want to work on SEO because you have other more interesting stuff to do, we have a service at Odoo that is specifically helping you to have a better SEO. They will do an audit of your company. They will do a proposition of the structure of your website. They will do a keyword proposition. Okay, this is the content that you should have on your pages. And they will train you as well to make sure you can do yourself and you can become autonomous in managing the SEO of your website. You can go on this website of Odoo to have more information about that. So for the one that have already an Odoo website, or not yet, but if you have an Odoo website, please go to that page there, optimize SEO, to optimize the most pages as possible. And if you don't have an Odoo website yet, you go to odoo.com and you create your own website. And you do all those settings that I showed today to be sure that your neighbor here sitting today don't have to scroll down all the way down to click on the 10th page of the Google results. Thank you very much. If you have some questions, please scan this QR code and we will go through it together. Hello.
I wait
for the pad to come.
Charging.
Okay.
Here it is.
Okay.
So first question. Do you have any advice for ranking on different AI LLMs? Do SEO rules apply?
That's a good question. SEO is right now really changing with AI that is coming into the game. So I'm not sure yet how it is configured yet. But you can for sure go to the booth again together after, and we can have more discussion about that.
Is it possible to link the website to Google Search Console, and where can you add your tags to head and body?
Yes, we can link your website to Google Search Console. We can do that in the configuration of your website.
Does it matter what the name of an image on my website is? For example, can I just name it unnamed.jpg, or should I name it soap.jpg?
No, that's fine. It has no impact on that. Just the description of your image is important. The file is fine. Just the description that I showed, this one is important.
When items get removed from the website, example seasonally, is a redirection required?
It depends a bit for me on your product, because if even if it's a seasonal product, if it has a really good SEO ranking, it can be, even if the product is not sold anymore during the winter season, your link to this product can still be on Google in the first results. So I think maybe do a redirection to a page that is, I don't know, to another page, or like contact us page. Still do a redirection to a page of your website, because the algorithms of Google don't like error pages. So if you arrive on an error page, this is not good. It's better to arrive on another page, if not that product page, but on another page. So do a redirection.
Does Odoo manage breadcrumbs for web navigation?
That's a good question. I don't know. We can go to the booth after and to discuss.
Is there a way to measure the SEO efficiency in Odoo?
Yes, there is a link with Google Analytics as well in the configuration, and you can have an overview of how many clicks, how many people visited. So yeah, no, there is. I didn't show it today because it's today really basic about SEO, but yes, there is.
Google is increasingly strict with low quality or AI-generated content.
Yes.
How do you ensure that AI-generated pages in Odoo are optimized so they won't be penalized by Google?
That's important indeed. So AI is great, but SEO, the algorithms don't like really AI. So make sure have maybe a first structure given by AI, but then add your personal words, or more try to be specific. So yes, rework on the AI generated content. Don't think that AI will just create your website like this in 2 seconds. Yes, it can, but for the SEO, improve, add your own language style, do this. But like I said, you can still give a document, a company PDF about your company to AI and say, based on this, write me something. This is already a better thing to do.
Last question.
Yeah.
How do Odoo suggest which keywords to use in content?
Yes, like how, yeah, they suggest you keywords, but how, I think it's based on what they see on your website and all the content that they see. There is also, I didn't show it here, but it is showing other keywords or suggesting other keywords, and those keywords are just coming from people that are doing researchers, and they say, okay, these are keywords that are related to this keyword that you have. So yeah, it is suggesting other keywords. On that page, optimize SEO again.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.